top 5 highest-paying sports in the Philippines. Based on 2016 Rio Olympics. Last August, the Philippines sent its best and brightest athletes to Brazil to take a chance at the prestigious Rio 2016 Olympics. The country was represented by at least 15 athletes from 8 different sports, excluding the members of basketball delegate Skylas Pilipinas. Once again, the entire nation will be behind our contingents in gunning for that elusive Olympic gold. With or without a medal sweep, new faces of Philippine sport will emerge. Heroes will be born. While their allowances, $50 per day, may pale in comparison to the salaries that the top athletes in the country are getting, they have much higher potential to be top earners in their field, especially if their chosen falls under the list below. Top 5. eSports, also known as electronic sports, eSports, or eSports, is a form of competition using video games. Most commonly, eSports takes the form of organized, multiplayer video game competitions, particularly between professional players, individually or as teams. Although organized online and offline competitions have long been a part of video game culture, these were largely between amateurs until the late 2000s, when participation by professional gamers and spectatorship in these events through live streaming saw a large surge in popularity. By the 2010s, eSports was a significant factor in the video game industry, with many game developers actively designing toward a professional eSports subculture. For sporting reactionaries, they may never consider people in front of computer as a sporting activity. However, eSports is now celebrated as a legitimate sport, especially in a country that has a computer shop in almost every corner. In recent years, the Philippines has been making its mark in the competitive gaming scene, in games like Dota 2, League of Legends, and Crossfire. Currently, Fnatic member Jardel Jico DJ Mampusti has the highest total earnings among Filipino esports players at $111,122.71. Dino Maritesta. Top 4. Golf is a club and ball sport in which players use various clubs to hit balls into a series of holes on a course in as few strokes as possible. Golf, unlike most ball games, cannot and does not utilize a standardized playing area, and coping with the varied terrains encountered on different courses is a key part of the game. The game at the usual level is played on a course with an arranged progression of 18 holes. The recreational courses can be smaller, often having 9 holes. Each hole on the course must contain a tee box to start from, and a putting green containing the actual hole or cup 4 1/4 inches, 11 centimeters, in diameter. There are other standard forms of terrain in between, such as the fairway, rough, long grass, bunkers, or sand traps, and various hazards, water, rocks, but each hole on a course is unique in its specific layout and arrangement. The Philippines may not be the first country that comes to mind when people talk about golf. Little did we know that our professional putters are making serious money whenever compete. Dorothy Delason, one of the most famous golfers in the country, has made serious earnings for a total of $2.65 million. Meanwhile, contemporary Jennifer Rosales has made around $2.9 million since she went pro. No wonder why people who become professional swingers become big shots after winning. Top 3. Boxing is a combat sport in which two people, usually wearing protective gloves, throw punches at each other for a predetermined amount of time in a boxing ring. Amateur boxing is both an Olympic and Commonwealth Games sport and is a common fixture in most international games. It also has its own world championships. Boxing is overseen by a referee over a series of 1 to 3 minute intervals called rounds. The result is decided when an opponent is deemed incapable to continue by a referee, is disqualified for breaking a rule, or resigns by throwing in a towel. If a fight completes all of its allocated rounds, the victor is determined by judges' scorecards at the end of the contest. In the event that both fighters gain equal scores from the judges, professional bouts are considered a draw. In Olympic boxing, because a winner must be declared, judges award the contest to one fighter on technical criteria. No list of highest-paying sports in the country, or even the world, can be without boxing. Last year, Manny Pacquiao landed the second spot in Forbes' highest-paid athletes with a net worth of $160 million. The fighting congressman, Senator Bet also has a guaranteed $20 million purse in his upcoming fight with Timothy Bradley. Nonito Donaire, who just entered the Millionaires Club in 2013, now has a net worth of $5 million after a 3-win feat in 2015. But don't think trading blows for cash is that easy. According to a report by Rappler, aspiring boxers who want to become the next Pacquiao or Donaire may only get as low as P12,000 per bout. Those who have the talent can rise to the top and become the next boxing stars. Top 2. eSports, sometimes written eSports, also known as billiard sports, are a wide variety of games of skill generally played with a cue stick, which is used to strike billiard balls and thereby cause them to move around a cloth-covered billiards table bounded by elastic bumpers known as cushions. Historically, the umbrella term was billiards. While the familiar name is still employed by some as a generic label for all such games, the word's usage has splintered into more exclusive competing meanings in various parts of the world. For example, in British and Australian English, billiards usually refers exclusively to the game of English billiards, while in American and Canadian English it is sometimes used to refer to a particular game or class of games, or to all cue games in general, depending upon dialect and context. In colloquial usage, the term billiards may be used colloquially to refer to pocket billiards games, such as pool, snooker, or Russian pyramid. While basketball may be the de facto national sport in the country and boxing may seem to be the next favorite, billiards will always have a special spot in the hearts of Filipino sports fans, and for good reason. Efren Gutierrez may be the highest-earning billiards player of all time, according to pool database Oz Billiards, at $2.07 million, but other players are trailing behind him. Last year, Dennis Orcollo and Alex Pagulin made it to the top 10 highest earners among male pool players with $85,358 and $88,278, respectively. Top 1. Basketball is a team sport in which two teams, most commonly of 5 players each, opposing one another on a rectangular court, compete with the primary objective of shooting a basketball, approximately 9.4 inches, 24 centimeters, in diameter, through the defender's hoop, a basket 18 inches, 46 centimeters, in diameter mounted 10 feet, 3.048 meters, high to a backboard at each end of the court, while preventing the opposing team from shooting through their own hoop. A field goal is worth 2 points, unless made from behind the 3-point line, when it is worth 3. After a foul, timed play stops and the player fouled or designated to shoot a technical foul is given 1 or more 1-point free throws. The team with the most points at the end of the game wins, but if regulation play expires with the score tied, an additional period of play, overtime, is mandated. As a country with an intense love affair with basketball, it's easy to deduce that our favorite Caggers are earning millions per month solely from playing. Ricky Santos, Director of Operations for the Philippine Basketball Association, told Spin.ph that a player in the league can earn a minimum of P50,000 and a maximum of P420,000 per month. While the maximum pay may be lower than the P500,000 salary cap set during Alvin Patrimonio's and Kenneth Drim's time, a PBA team can still earn up to P36 million per season. Thank you for watching. For more videos just hit the subscribe button below then click the notification bell for our daily conversation.